31. Which of the following compounds precipitates from a solution that has the concentrations indicated? And then see Appendix J for the Qsb values. So here I have lead 2 phosphate, Pb3, PO4 2. They told us that the concentration of lead was 0.01 molarity, and the concentration of the phosphate was 1 times 10 to the negative 13th molarity. From these concentrations, we have to figure out, will this solution form a precipitate? Meaning, will there be solid somewhere in the solution that does not dissolve? Well, the only way to figure this out is if we have a Qsp value from the values that they gave us, and we just compare it with the known Ksp. So that's why we had to go to a back of the textbook to find the Ksp value, which I did for you guys. The Ksp of lead 2 phosphate is 1 times 10 to the negative 54th. Now, here is the knowledge that we got to remember for the test or quiz, right, or specifically this question. If your Qsp is greater than your Ksp, you went over your limit of dissolving. You're a supersaturated solution, and there will be a precipitate. Precipitation will form. You will form a solid. But if you haven't reached that threshold and the Qsp is less than the Ksp, you're unsaturated and no solid or no precipitate will form. But like any Qsb equation, gotta write a balanced equation for the compound that they gave. So we have Pb3, PO4, 2, that's a solid. This will dissolve, right? Double arrow, talking about K values. They gave us the ions already, so I'm not going to do any extra work. There's a charge here, so I know that that's going to be aqueous, right? And all ions are going to be aqueous, dissolved. Okay. Now let's just balance. I noticed I have 3 leads, so I have to put a 3 in front of here. I have 2 phosphates, right? So I have to put a 2 here. And now, let's just put down what we got. The lead they told us was 0.01 molarity. Do not fall into the trap of timesing it by 3 because you see a 3 in this balanced equation. The balanced equation coefficients have nothing to do with starting amounts. This is what they gave you. No more, no less. So all of the lead concentration is 0.01 molarity. And the same thing for the phosphate. You just have 1 times 10 to the negative 13th molarity. You do not times it by 2. Okay, so now I'm going to use this to now make my Qsb equation. Qsb is the same as finding a Ksb. It's the same equation. So Qsb equals the concentration of Pb2 plus. It's just the products raised to the coefficients. So Pb2 plus times PO4, 3 minus. I'm just going to bring this out a little bit because I see that I have a 3 in front of the lead. So I have to take that lead value and raise it to the third. And then I see that I have a 2 in front of the phosphate. So I take the phosphate and I square it. So now the lead number was 0.01 and the phosphate number was 1 times 10 to the negative 13th. Let's plug it in. Qsp equals 0.01, and that's cubed, times 1 times 10 to the negative 13th, and that's squared. I'm going to plug this all into the calculator at once. You could do it in different steps, but let's just see if your answer matches mine. So Qsp equals 1 times 10 to the negative 13th squared, 0.01 cubed, and then I'm just going to take the 2 answers and times them by each other. So I get 1 times 10 to the negative 32nd. Now all we have to do is compare the Qsp with the known Ksp. So Qsp was 1 times 10 to the negative 32, and the Ksp that we found in the back of the textbook was 1, I guess we'll just say 1, right? 1.01, tomato, 1 times 10 to the negative 54. Now, always look at those exponents first, because if they're different, which they are in this case, you don't have to look at the beginning numbers. Just take the exponents to see which one is the greater number. On a number line, negative 32 is greater than negative 54. Negative 54 is more negative. So in this case, the Qsp is greater than the Ksp, we went over our limit. And when the Qsb is greater, that means that we're in a supersaturated solution. So in this case, we will form a precipitate. Precipitation will occur. It will form. We will form a solid. We will form a precipitate. All those mean exactly the same thing. And there you go. Whoop, whoop. Okay. So that's all for this one. I really hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you want to help us out. Thank you so much. My brother and I, we appreciate you all. You guys have been so kind in the comments, and you guys have been really giving us a lot of support. So thank you throughout this whole journey. I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye-bye.